Gotta go grab my insulin.
You should go get it because there's a lot of candy.
Alright, insulin break. We're still gonna watch the chair. We'll do a proper introduction in a second here.
You think he'd be mad if I just started saying
Bitch.
Damn it! Thanks, guys. Now I gotta cut out all of that. That's great. Welcome back. It's the Chat, episode 9. My name's Nolan, and today we're talking about Mortality. We're joined with Trey and Max. Again. Hello. Good to have you.
So, Nolan.
Don't say my address.
Your dad.
Don't talk about my dad.
Your dad.
Fuck you. God damn it. You know, you leak somebody's personal information online once and suddenly they just retaliate forever. I don't know why I get so mad about this.
No, you know what I'm so mad about? Is that video you have where you have the green screen picture of me. I fucking hated that so much. You were like, fuck you, Trey.
It was really funny.
It was so funny. It was so funny.
You should never have given me a green screen.
Oh my god.
It was too much power. You really any pic. I was gonna find a picture of you anyways, but you gave me the perfect one, so I didn't even have to look. The thing, I literally just dropped it in and pressed one button, and I was good to go. That's the beauty of it.
It's a good drink.
It's not a good drink. It looks terrible. Tell us what are you drinking, Trey? Tell us what you're drinking.
The Beast Unleashed, hard 6%. Peach Perfect. You know, okay, hold on. This is going to be a real side tangent from Mortality.
Well, okay.
You know what really gets me?
What?
Is when, like, people who are older than, like, 30-ish, like, mid-30s, they're talking about, like, oh, I got drunk off a few, like, ciders, like, hard ciders or whatever. And they're like, it's 4% alcohol.
You think it's weird that people get drunk that easy?
Yeah, so weird to me.
I'm like a lightweight. I don't drink like hardly at all. I save drinking for special occasions, like when we're recording podcasts or when I'm supposed to be working.
Or when you're driving.
When I'm driving, when when I'm going to pick up my kids from school, for example.
Or when you're a pregnant mother nursing.
When I'm pregnant, yeah, I like to drink when I'm pregnant a lot. Kids love the taste is the thing.
Fun to play with, not to eat.
It's like smoking a cigar. You save a cigar for like, you know, your kid's quinceañera or something. Their bar mitzvah. You can blow it in their face. Be like, good job. Welcome to the real world.
This drink would probably have someone who's older than us.
I don't.
Pretty hammered.
Does not look good. A Monster Energy should not be allowed to make drinks, I don't think.
I think it's delicious.
Is there caffeine in that?
They should not be allowed to make drinks.
Didn't we just watch a Matt Pat video about why you shouldn't drink Borg?
Borg?
Borg.
What is Borg?
Okay. Cut.
Tell us.
But he also kind of justified it because of, like, safety shit.
Yeah, it's because people were, like, drinking way too much than they can handle.
What is it?
Borg is, like, a gallon bottle
of what?
Of, like, just mixed alcohol.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's gotta be
and,
terrible
like, some people
for you.
will put, like, caffeine in it.
Well, you're supposed to do, like, at least 50% water in there, too. As, like, part of it.
No, I don't think it's water. I think it's mixer.
That's just like mixer and alcohol. That's terrible.
But that's better than going and just dipping your cup in God knows what punch bowl.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Not knowing who put what in there.
Yeah, I suppose so. Thank you, Matt Pat, for saving us. Instead of getting like a little drunk before recording these, I should take like a little bump of ketamine or something. And something that'll make me like hyper focus, you know? You know that movie with Jason Gallagher or whatever his name is? John Galifianakis. Who's the guy in there? Jake Gyllenhaal. Mm-hmm. We were just talking about. You know that movie where he takes the little drug and it's like a little
Limitless?
pill? Yes.
I was actually really into that.
It's like a little clear pill and it opens up his mind and he becomes like super smart.
Mm-hmm. There was a movie and a TV show.
They made a TV show about that?
Mm-hmm. I was actually really into the TV show.
I don't remember how the movie ended off the top of my head. Does he give it up? Does he live?
He does live. He does live, and in the show, he becomes like president of the United States.
Oh, wow.
So, and they have a cameo of the actual actor. The actor is...
It's Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, not Jake Gyllenhaal. It is...
Jack Galifianakis.
No, not Gak Zakafanakis. It is...
Zach Galifianakis.
He was in...
Dune.
No, he wasn't in Dune.
He was in Walter Mitty.
He was not in Walter Mitty.
He was in Star Wars.
He was not in Star Wars. He's a pretty famous actor, though.
X-Men.
Will you pull it up for me real quick? I have to know. I'm dying.
Anyways, my point behind all this is to ask, if you could have that little Limitless pill, would you guys take it?
Yeah, absolutely.
What if it was like $10,000 a pill, though?
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I would take it once, devise it. So, that actually happens in the show.
Yeah.
Is like I don't know if he like runs out of money or something, but basically bad.
I'm listening. I'm listening. That's why I'm eating the candy. I'm listening.
So basically he takes the pill and like goes to a casino and like wins a ton of money counting cards so he can pay for more pills.
Smart. I would definitely take one of them. I think that idea is really
Bradley
cool.
Cooper.
Bradley
I just
Cooper.
had to see his face.
Thank you. That's his name. He's the funny raccoon in Ratatouille or whatever.
Yeah, and he makes a cameo in the show. But yeah,
Cool.
I would do exactly that.
That's
and
smart.
It's called a nootropic.
What?
A nootropic.
What is that?
Nootropic.
Is that what the drug is
That's
called?
what the drug is. And they make real things that are supposedly similar. They're not.
They're supposed to make you smarter, though.
But they're supposed to make you smarter. They are real things.
I mean,
Joe Rogan talks about them all the time.
I mean, I feel pretty smart right now. I've had 2 PAPs, so it's probably like a
You
nootropic or
should
something.
honestly get behind the wheel of a car.
I think it's time.
I think it's safe that you get behind the wheel of a car.
Put that nootropic to test. See how good I am at drifting in real life. I've drifted exactly 0 times, but I played at least a game where you drift, so I think I can handle it. I think it reminds me of that movie Lucy. Have you guys seen that?
Where she becomes a machine.
She becomes a machine.
She unlocks 100% of her brain.
She also just takes like a weird drug, right?
I don't remember that one.
She takes like a lot of the drug though. It looks like Spice from Dune. It's blue, if I remember. And then she calls her mom and talks about how she remembers being a baby. And then she turns into a machine because she used 100% of her brain.
I thought that movie was weird.
It was weird. I don't think it was that great. It's kind of a dumb concept, the idea that if you use 100% of your brain, you become like a divine being. Yeah, the reason you only use 100% of your, or 10% of your brain is because if you were using 100% of your brain, you pretty much just have like a stroke. That's pretty much just having like a stroke, essentially. The only reason you use such a small amount of your brain at a time is because that's what's required. Why would I want to be also using the part of my brain that's like Lord of the Rings knowledge as I'm trying to wash the dishes or file my taxes? That would be counterintuitive.
I think it was discovered that we do use 100% of our brain all the time, and I think what it was, and if you think about it, it makes sense because you for your mental capacity, they say you use like a small percent, but for like, I don't know, everyday things like freaking remembering to breathe is like the other percent.
Cutting your toenails and stuff.
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I think that would be a part of the brain function, the everyday brain function, but I think it's just remembering the little things like
taping your
the things
toenails.
you do without thinking about.
Yeah, the things you do without thinking about is where the rest of the brain power goes to.
That makes sense. Like putting like fingernails in a jar, for example.
Having a pocket watch full of dead flies.
Yeah.
Remembering where to find a pocket
currently.
watch full of
the
dead flies.
or the fingernails.
Yeah.
Oh, you just have them in one jar now?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. I think it was you, Trey. Was it you that was like taking your fingernails and like taping them to the inside of a journal for a while there? I think it was you. What is this?
Yeah, I would basically flip through the pages, and whenever I'd get hungry, I would just eat a couple of the fingernails, and it would be like a little treat, you know?
Yeah, you just get a little snacky. Later.
I get the munchies and I go through and I eat whatever nails are my favorite.
You were talking about something along the lines of this earlier, because you were asking like which one of our friends you think has which fetish or whatever, and you said I have a maid or a gimp suit fetish.
No, that was this one.
You said I had a maid or a gimp suit.
I
fetish.
said gimp suit.
You said maid.
Said maid.
Why maid? Can I ask what about me strikes you as like wearing like a maid outfit?
It's like the dynamic I get from you and Brenda.
Oh, okay. So kind of like a submissive, dominant thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brenda does seem like a top.
100%.
Why were we talking about that earlier?
Like, which one of our friends...
Why did you bring up foot fetishes?
No, I didn't bring up foot fetishes.
We brought up foot fetishes.
I didn't bring up foot fetishes.
No, you did.
Oh, we were talking about Ozzy.
Was it Ozzy?
Yeah.
And how Ozzy likes feet.
Oh, your dog
And
has
it
a foot fetish.
started because we were talking about Ozzy's red flags.
Ozzy's red flags. And then we started talking about which one of our friends would do what. And then it came to Nolan. And Nolan seems like the kind of guy to be gimp suited.
To be gimp suited? That's... Alright, yeah. Yeah, just my demeanor.
Yeah, it's just the way you do your art, your gouache.
Oh, yeah, I've got those delicate little...
Only a man who does gouache would be gimp suited.
You strike me as a guy who would be pegged. You would like to get pegged, I think, is what you strike me as. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, we're not judging you. We don't kink shame in this household.
No, we're all very open in this
There's a sign in the bathroom that says that.
Yeah,
Not
we
yet.
don't kink shame in this house. Not
I
yet?
haven't made that one yet.
Oh.
Oh, well, it'll get made soon. I'm excited for that. We were supposed to talk about death.
Now to the serious topics. We kind of got that in the mood.
Yeah,
going.
we've all had a little bit of sugar. We're all having a little bit of a sugar high, and we're just running crazy and stuff.
I'm just dissociating.
I haven't taken my meds. I don't know if either of you have. So I think that it's time that we go out and talk about death for a while. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a big topic, though. Like, where do we start? Like, what do you guys think happens when we die? What do you guys think happens to us?
Absolutely nothing. Either that or I hope for reincarnation. My fingers are crossed.
You want reincarnation?
I wish for reincarnation, but I know probably nothing will happen.
Well, if you could reincarnate, it wouldn't matter that much because you wouldn't remember your past life anyways.
Correct.
So.
I couldn't come find you and be like, Nolan McCool!
It's me! I'm a little boy now! And I'd be a fiddler crab or something.
Just know that if I die really young and you see like a baby out in public that's just like eyeballing you for too long,
That's
Staring you
that's
down.
me. I'm remembering my past life.
If you die before me and I see a baby like mad dogging me, I am gonna grab it and be like, Trey! Trey!
Remember the past!
Remember!
Tiny piece of gum.
I thought that was your tooth you just pulled out. I pulled out a rotten tooth.
No, it was that tiny piece of gum.
Why did I put it in my mouth?
Oh, no.
You were just holding it.
Max, what do you think happens when you pull out a rotten tooth? I mean die. What do you think happens when you die? Oh, why are you putting it in your mouth, Trey?
I chewed it for a minute.
I honestly have no idea.
Not sure.
I don't know.
What would you like to happen when we die?
I also don't know. Because I can confidently say I'm very uncomfortable with facing death. So I just avoid it.
That's fair. There's something comforting in thinking that there's nothing just as much as there is in thinking that there's some kind of like heaven or some kind of reward at the end of everything, you know?
I think one thing that I don't like about the thought of an afterlife is that some people use it. I don't know if it's greedy is the word I'm looking for, but some people use it in like a selfish manner, like I'm helping you to help me.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I don't like about most religions is like it quits being something that's like, oh, I'm helping you because I'm good. It's more of like I'm helping you because at the end of this all I get something out of it.
That's why you don't subscribe to any religion in particular.
Correct.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, it's kind of a thing that can be viewed in all actions, though. There's a mindset out there, and I don't know if it has a name, but it's the idea that every action is inherently selfish, even if you're being selfless to somebody else, because by being nice to them, you get a little serotonin, or you look better as a person, so there's nothing you can do that's not selfish in some way. What do you guys think about that?
True.
You think that's true?
I mean, I could agree with it, yeah.
I mean, I could see it. I think my main problem with it is it's kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's reductive in a way. It's like the people that say that life is pointless and there's no point and I should just like do nothing all day. Like that's not gonna get you anywhere, you know?
Me.
I think it's a similar mentality. The way I see it, helping people, your reward is that little serotonin kick, not the other way around. You're not doing it for the serotonin. You just get the little serotonin as a reward or whatever, because you did a good thing, not because you did a good thing to get the reward. Does that make sense? Am I talking backwards?
No, I understand.
That's my opinion. I also think that when we die, we're all just going to turn into
Mothman.
like zombie, yeah, like little ghouls. I would like to be a little goblin when I die, ideally.
Like gold goblin? Like, oh, I want my gold. I'm a goblin.
I think Gollum. I think all of us are hanging out in a cave somewhere, and we're all just get to be little Gollum creatures, and we get to torment people.
My branches.
No, I don't know. I think I'm kind of along the same lines of like, I can't exactly prove an afterlife, and I can't really like sitting here worrying about it's not going to get me anywhere. So, may as well just.
I mean, what if it did? Some philosophers probably make a ton of money.
Probably. That's true, actually. I don't even have to subscribe to it. I could just teach it or something. A lot of people do that. We call those cult leaders, I believe, sometimes.
True.
I don't know. Would you guys start a cult?
Yeah, I'd start a cult.
Yeah, what would it be about?
It would be about... Oh my god, as a kid, this is really funny. We were talking about religion, and I was like, oh yeah, I subscribe to the religion of Kobe Bryanism, and everyone was like, what is that? And I was like, Kobe never misses a shot, so obviously he's God. Everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense, because little kids, it's easy to fool.
How'd that religion work out for you?
It was me and one other person.
And then your god died.
And then our god died. That's so sad.
That's terrible. You can't believe that happened still. What a weird thing. What a terrible tragedy for it to be like this random basketball player dies in a helicopter accident. Of all
the world
things.
Cries.
What a strange way to go. It reminds me of like Lou Gehrig, like how he caught like a very, very rare disease and like died. Aside from being like a famous baseball player, he also caught like one of the most like unknown diseases at the time, you know?
I mean, I feel like it's still pretty unknown.
Yeah. There's not a lot that they can do for it, from what I understand. But it's interesting though. Imagine being like a famous president and then you also die from like one of the rarest diseases ever, you know? Or you die like in a volcano. Like virgin fire death or something.
Virgin fire death?
Yeah, the good old virgin fire death. You roll them out every once in a while, you know, for special virgins and whatnot. They don't even have to be virgins, just anyone you can throw in a volcano, really.
I would throw you in a volcano.
Right now?
Yeah, like if I had the opportunity to.
What did I do?
Yeah, I would throw you in a volcano, like, because it's respectful.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I would be burning you up for, I don't know, the god of friendship.
Oh, that's nice.
Isn't that a kind gesture?
That is a kind gesture. I would love to go in a volcano now. You know, I wasn't too into it at first, but you've really talked me into it.
Yeah.
That's like I think
be a good cult leader.
I would like to put you to death by a firing squad, you know? I think that
out of the kindness of my heart, you have to add that.
Out of the kindness of my heart, we've decided to put you to death by firing squad. And yeah, we just set those 12 guys loose, and fact of the matter is they all had loaded guns instead of just the one guy. What if they did that? Imagine if they did that instead, where instead of like one guy having a loaded gun and everybody else having blanks and them not knowing who, they just put bullets in all the guns. Everyone was responsible. I don't think they do firing squads very often in America anymore.
I think we should bring them back.
Think so?
Yeah, shoplifting.
You get firing squad like in the mall.
Child abuse, firing squad.
I think child abuse. Yeah, firing squad, stealing a horse, you get hanged.
Firing squad.
Like taking somebody else's like radishes or whatever they grow on their farm.
You've been hanged. Firing squad.
This is so strange.
They're gonna get up to a full piece of gum eventually.
They're like piling up bubble gum on his monster cam.
I like the smell.
Of the monster, the smell of the gum.
The gum.
That's great. What do you think would be the ideal way to die?
In my sleep.
Yeah, in your sleep? I mean, everybody wants... Yeah, that's a good one. It's the good answer, I think. I mean, would you guys do, like volcano sacrifice if you
No.
could?
Absolutely not.
It would suck. It would suck really bad, because if you catch on fire before you die or whatever, you're alive for a little bit, from what I understand.
Yeah, it's incredibly painful, I'm assuming.
How many people have actually been, like, thrown in a volcano before?
I don't know.
More than one?
More than one.
Less than 1 billion.
They should ask those people how it was, you know, just so that we can understand. That's the problem with that. Is
The
you can't...
one guy that stuck his hand in lava refuses to tell anybody what it feels like.
What an asshole. Yeah, what an actual asshole. You know what I would do? We should reverse psychology him and just be like, yeah, we don't think you put your hand in lava. Pretty sure you just cut it off for attention. And just like not pay him any mind. And then eventually he'll be like, alright, I'll talk about it, you know? So not volcano then? You guys don't think you do volcano?
Swift, painful, or painless.
Swift face.
Firing squad.
Firing squad. Swift, painless death.
I don't know how painful it'd be, but a guillotine might be kind of cool because
No,
you're
you stay
alive for a
alive.
couple seconds afterwards.
Yeah.
No, you're just chilling there.
Yeah, I
alive.
think it'd be kind of cool. I don't know how
thing
painful
is-
it'd be, but maybe it'd be kind of cool.
If you're gonna have like a violent death like that, not something like peaceful like going in your sleep, I'd want to be like atomized, like Watchmen, where he just gets like turned into nothing.
Vaporized.
Because there's absolutely no chance of pain. You're just not there anymore.
That would be cool.
True.
Gives him the old Steve Jobs.
Yeah. What the hell happened to Steve Jobs? Who even is Steve Jobs?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Guillotine would be fun. I think that's interesting that they say you can see the heads like look around a little bit afterwards.
I like it.
That means theoretically they could keep you alive in a jar like in Futurama. Did you just throw another piece of gum at me?
No.
Okay. I think it's like stuck to the top of my head or something. And that means they could theoretically keep you alive like in Futurama, like in a little jar. They just provide you with nutrients and oxygen.
Like the fish food.
Mm.
I love that. I love when you get to see them feed the heads in Futurama.
It would actually be really gross because like they'd have to just put like nutrient tubes in you to like feed your cells. Would you guys like to be revived in the future in the form of like a head in a jar?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I would love to stay alive forever just to see where the world goes. I think it would be so fucking cool.
Forever, you say?
Maybe not forever, but like, I don't know. I would love to see where the world goes.
Alright.
I don't want to die because I'm gonna miss out on so much.
Yeah.
And I feel like I never have enough time.
That's a fair point. I feel like I could actually like master a hobby if I like lived forever. Okay, here's a question for you. Would you guys rather live forever or have a time machine?
Time machine.
Time machine.
Time machine? What was that?
I don't know. You'd have to be really careful.
Why?
Maybe.
Let's assume that the timeline is set. You can't like go back and like kill someone. You couldn't go back and kill like George Washington because you'd be prevented in some natural way because it never happened, you know. You can't fuck up the timeline.
Okay.
There's no consequences.
Yeah, I'd take it.
You should shove
This
this
is your
in your
balls.
mouth.
What? I should put the banana in my mouth. I could probably fit these in there too. Here, give me that real quick.
Hold on, let me.
Wait, Doc, you're telling me you put a whole banana in your mouth? Wait, Doc, you fit the whole balls in your mouth too? Precisely, Marty.
Where do you think pee is stored?
Nobody knows. It's just one of those mysteries. I've been developing a theory that it's actually just yellow cum.
What do blood, piss, and cum have in common?
I know this one.
I know.
Why didn't you tell the audience?
They're all red.
Hey, got him. That's a good one. I love that one.
Yeah, cut that part out.
Do Do you guys remember when you were kids, do you remember having like your first brush with death? Did you ever have a moment where you like almost died?
Yes.
Would you like to talk about it or no?
I mean, it was not like anything cool.
It wasn't anything cool?
No.
What was it?
I just almost drowned in a pool.
Oh, when you were a kid?
Yeah.
That's not good at all. Are you like afraid of the water now? I noticed that when we all went to the lake that one time, you kind of just like chilled out on the side.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like the water that much either, but yeah, I can still go in it a little bit. If it's like deeper than I can see though, I don't like that. Shouldn't be reviewing that on like a podcast. Shouldn't be talking about my weaknesses or whatever. Oh, that is scary. Do you remember yours, Trey? Do you remember like your first brush with death as a child?
No, I can't remember most of my childhood, but my mom did tell me at a very young age, apparently I just like walked out into the water and like didn't try to swim.
You just like walked and were like on the ocean floor?
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, she said that I just... My sister started freaking out and was like, Mom, get Trey! Because apparently I had just like walked into the water and just sank to the bottom and that was it. At a very, very young age. I was like 3 or 4. But I just walked out there and just started drowning.
What was yours like? Why did you start to drown?
I was pushed in.
By who?
I don't remember who did it. Yeah, it was one of my friends that finally realized and jumped in and saved me.
Oh, Jesus. I think that mine was one time, like, people were, like, redoing the yard out front of our house. People were carrying, like, a really big rock. And I just, like, walked underneath it for no reason. And then afterwards, I was like, if they dropped that rock, I would have just been, like, gone. Like, I would have died just then. And I was like, huh.
How old were you?
Probably, like, 7.
That's old enough to survive a rock crushing.
You think so?
Yeah.
You crush 7-year-olds with rocks all the time.
Yeah,
He knows
I'm
from
a frequent
experience.
crusher.
Got a little stamp card.
If you crush 10, you get a free...
Ice cream.
You get a free... Yeah, the next one's on the house. We'll crush one for you.
I'm gonna start shooting
Okay.
off some questions. Nolan, are you afraid to die?
Am I afraid to die?
Yes.
No. I mean, a little bit. I'm afraid to die in the way that, like, if I died right now, for example, I have a lot of things I wanted to do that I would be mad that I didn't get to do. But, I don't also know if I believe in, like, an afterlife or whatever, so I wouldn't feel that bad, I guess. But if I went to heaven, I'd probably just be like, I can do whatever I want and I can make my things or whatever. That would be heaven. It'd just be like a nice little workspace. Like a bunch of little supplies and stuff, you know?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I mean, are you guys afraid to die? You guys afraid of that at all?
Oh, this is an interview for you.
No, well, yeah, but I want to know if you're afraid to die and, like, specifically what
You
ways.
have to bleep out our parts.
Yeah, you have to bleep it out. I am utterly terrified to die for some reason.
You are?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just... I think it's just the fear of one, the unknown, and the feeling that, like, I didn't do what I should have done.
And what do you think you should have done?
Just everything that I've ever wanted to do. Like, I don't know,
Everything?
travel. I want to go see places.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have the money right now, but when I blow up, I will.
Okay, I would be down for that. I would like to travel at some point. I would like to travel a little bit more than I have, you know?
Are you afraid to die?
I don't think I'm afraid to die. I'm just terrified of pain.
Terrified of pain?
So, in my brain, death brings pain most of the time.
Yeah.
Like physical pain.
I mean, it would, right? In most scenarios.
Yeah, in
would-
most cases.
Death would be
And like,
scary.
I'm afraid of that, like the process of dying.
Yeah, I get that. I think it would be not fun unless you get vaporized instantly.
What was your favorite video to work on?
You know, it's really hard because I feel like I keep... every time I try to make a video, I feel like I'm trying to, like, top myself, like, compared to the last one. So, I mean, I guess the last one I made is my favorite one at the moment. But there's also a few that just felt like right, like they felt like they flowed together very well. There's that one called Going Forward that's still like my homepage video on my channel that I really like because I got to use up all this footage. There was another one, I can't remember what it was. It was a sketchbook tour, but I got to use footage from a vacation in Colorado And the way that it ended, I got to use all of that footage a little bit, and it made me very happy just to be able to edit it together and make something weird. I don't know, I can't really pick because I kind of hate all of them also.
Why do you hate your videos?
I don't know. I don't actually hate my videos, but I think it's healthy to not enjoy everything, to scrutinize your work, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to be better. Every time I make a video, I'm trying to make something better than I did before, I guess. So I think it's healthy to find the flaws in them. I don't actually hate any of them, even the Sonic Nendoroid video.
I hate that video.
I know. It's not a good video.
What is your favorite art style?
Do you guys have any answers?
If you say
for this?
gouache, that's the most bottom answer I've ever heard.
Gouache isn't a style. Gouache is a medium.
I know.
Do you guys have like a favorite style? Do you guys have like an artist that you like or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm really into this guy. He's really niche in the art space, but I watched him do this picture today, actually. His name's Nolan McCool.
That's a bullshit answer. You could have said like Dali or something.
No, like honestly, you're my favorite artist. I really don't know any other artists, so I have to pick you.
You guys don't get okay. What would you say my style is? Because I feel like my style is not very developed.
Cool and weird.
Cool and weird.
I feel like your art style is sci-fi.
I like sci-fi.
If I had to like stick it to a genre of movie.
Yeah, I could see that. I would say my favorite art styles. There's a few that I kind of like rotate around, but definitely one of my favorites is Mason Lindroth, who does like Hylix and a bunch of other weird stop motion games, and Jamie Hewlett. I come back to him a lot because he has a cool way of drawing people. And that's got that kind of like 2000s grunge about it that I really like. I didn't know I liked it in the 2000s, but in like the 2010s when I was like, oh, Gorillaz is like pretty cool actually, when I realized that.
I really like Tame Impala.
I really love Tame Impala. No, they made a song with Tame Impala and it was okay. I feel like there have been various times in my life where I've like found like my art style, and then I'll like try something else and like lose it and forget about it for a while until I rediscover that drawing, you know? I don't know. I wish I had like a consistent art style. It feels like mine is very inconsistent a lot of the time.
I think you have some consistencies.
I feel like I don't show a lot of my stuff is the other thing.
Yeah, I've seen your sketchbook reviews. You like block a lot of stuff out.
There's just a lot of things that I don't show, not necessarily because they're like inappropriate or whatever. I don't care. I don't think that art should be censored. It's stuff that I don't want to show because it's stuff that I'm working on and like want to be a surprise mostly, you know? Which is kind of a shame because I like to design characters, but I feel like I can't show all the designs to people because for some reason in my mind I'm like, this needs to be saved, you know? And I mean, I think that's a valid perspective also, but also maybe I'm not showing enough. What do you guys think? What do you think about like showing a character before they're ready?
I mean, it's part of the process.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we come here for.
Yeah.
We come to an artist YouTube channel to watch them make art. We don't come to an artist YouTube channel to see finished products.
That's true.
What I liked about your video you just posted, it was just good. I liked watching you make it. I liked seeing it all come together. So I like seeing the process.
That's good. I think that I would like to, in general, like draw characters like that more often. I feel like I could definitely branch out a little bit because that's the stuff I'm really into is like character design and storytelling. I like world building as the thing. It feels like a lot of the times when I design a character, I don't have a purpose for them at first, and then I think of a spot for them and like this thing I have in my mind, and I'm like, they'd fit here in this story. I just need to write it and storyboard it and get voice actors for it and animate it.
When are you gonna help me start my own channel?
I'll help you start your own channel whenever you're ready to start your own channel.
Take the leap.
Yeah, whenever you're ready to take that leap, because it's like I've said to you before with other ideas, like I'm happy, I'll help you, I'll do whatever I can, but like it's your project. I can't like be in charge of it or whatever. You got to be in charge, and you just tell me where you need help, and I'll do it. What would your channel be, Trey?
I have no idea.
You mentioned a couple ideas. You mentioned doing kind of like vlogs and like lifestyle type things, like high quality vlogs though. They're
Like
well
Casey Neistat.
Yeah, they're like very
I
well
love
done.
Casey Neistat videos.
His production quality is very
So
nice.
good.
His cameras and his knowledge of technology.
So good. I'm so jealous. As someone who loves, you know, just like good videography, I love his videos.
Mm-hmm. He's got a great eye for what looks good on camera.
Yes.
Which I definitely admire.
Yes. And if I could do something, I would do something like that. I want to do not short films, but like, I don't know. I'll get there when I get there. When I figure it out, I will full send it. I swear to God.
Okay.
I will full send my entire life into it.
Gotcha. You just have to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I just have to figure out what I want it to be.
I still want to make a horror short of some kind. I had this one idea for like a Halloween thing, but it probably won't happen at this point. I still want to do like a little 3-segment like Halloween special at some point, like we had talked about before. But God, it would just take so long, you know. Take a long time.
That's why we just dedicate one whole day, nothing but filming.
Yeah.
Morning till night.
Yeah. That would be ideal. And you know, honestly, with something like, unless it's like a really, really short one, probably that would take like a week to get like a short film done. They always take longer.
How long do you want it to be? Dude, I'm thinking like 10 minutes. We could bust that out in a day.
That original script I had for you was like a 10 or 15 minute thing, I think. I think it was the longest segment. It was either going to be 15 or 20 minutes when I estimated it. I think that was after cutting it down a lot too. What did you think of that? Did you think that was bad? Do you think that was all right?
What the
script
thought?
for it?
I don't remember the script, but I saw it in my Google Drive.
Oh, you found it?
And I was like, cringe.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, I feel that.
Cringe.
Oh man, every time I see it, I'm like, I could have done it. Yeah, I don't know. I was looking back on it. Some of the dialogue's a little stiff. Like I meant for it to be natural, but it just sounds like awkward. But I think the story idea is interesting overall. I wish I had more time to work on it, like hide little details and stuff. But yeah, I had this one idea for a 3-segment thing that I might try to do this year that would be a little easier to make because I want to be like live action.
Are you gonna animate it?
Kind of animated, like not fully. I don't know. I have to talk to you about it off camera or whatever if it happens. You know what I do want to do though for this podcast? I want to do a seance this Halloween.
For the podcast?
Yeah, do like a seance.
We could do it in my house.
Sure.
My grandma died in this house.
I have all the shit you need.
Yeah, let's do it. Because I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm very open to trying it. And you know what it was? This goes all the way back to when I was working at Dankrite, because we kept talking about, for Halloween, our Halloween special, we were going to do a seance, and we were going to record it in the office, because Mia and Amber both believed the office was haunted, and so did Andrew. They all thought it was haunted. I didn't believe it. Dustin didn't believe it. Tangy didn't believe it, so we were going to like put it to the test or whatever. So we should definitely do that this year. And we have like a free haunted house.
When it gets closer to Halloween, remind me and I'll start getting everything for it.
What do we need for a seance?
Depends which religion you want to pull from.
What religion will we?
The Greeks.
The Greeks. They have it the best.
I don't know.
Talk to Zeus. Zeus! Bring up Trey's grandma.
My grandma was Christian, so maybe we gotta call upon her God.
She went to Christian heaven. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we have to dial up her God.
Man, we're being so respectful right now, aren't we?
I mean, I joke about my dead grandma all the time.
We'll play with a Ouija board or something. It'll be great.
No, she's not here anymore, remember? We got Tucker now.
No, he's not here anymore. He also didn't die here. Grandma died here. Her soul's like cosmically bonded.
I don't think she's here anymore though.
Do you guys
Especially after that dream you had.
Yeah, you think she's gone
That
now?
was forever ago.
Yeah, nothing's happened here.
So tell
Except for
me.
that weird shit after Ross was here.
I don't remember.
Weird shit after
Yeah, the broom being unscrewed, and then
Oh.
that's when Ozzy started like growling all really weird.
What?
I don't know. I had a really weird time with the house when I was staying here alone a while back.
That doesn't sound fun at
I
all.
was super freaked out.
You know what we
Alright.
should do?
What?
My Super 8 camera. We should get that expensive film for it.
Oh, the nice film for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that. I would like to do that at some point. I think it'd be cool to film something on actual film. I know it's stupid expensive though. Trey is eating jelly beans right now. We're leaving. Thank you all for listening. I can't believe you're crunching those. Thank you all for listening. My name is Nolan.
My name is also Nolan.
My name is also Nolan.
Fuck you guys. Alright, anyways, I love you all. Goodbye. I don't normally say I love you all.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's new.
That's new. Okay, yeah. I love you all. Goodbye.